DAYLYT and K-Shine. Have you been watching the blogs? All right. What's been going on is DAYLYT ate $500 live on stream today. Did a magic
I'm
trick though.
excited. I'm
So
excited about it, man.
and DAYLYT's. I'm really liking his lives. He's really promoting whatever he's doing well.
Honestly, I haven't been watching his lives. I get like alerts from because all I don't like it. Well, all these so-called media and bloggers take everybody's fucking lives now, put it on their
Well,
channel.
DAYLYT has his own channel.
Yeah, and I get the alert for that, but then I get the alert from 5 or 6 other fucking channels.
That post it.
Yeah,
I
so I
must not
haven't watched
follow a
it
lot
yet.
of
I
those
just
people
read the
because I don't really
title.
see much of that. But
I read the title, and then even more is that DAYLYT posts a clip of it on Twitter. So
you got the bell on for all those channels?
unfortunately,
yeah, I turn a lot of bells off.
I ain't gonna lie.
When you turn the bells off, they disappear, bro. You never see them on your feed anymore, bro.
Nah,
I'm telling you.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100% real.
There were people I forgot I followed, and I'm like, what the hell? I haven't seen a video from them forever, and the bell was off.
Ever since the COVID, and ever since motherfuckers been doing a lot of shit for views, I've been unsubscribing. There's a few people who might be in the chat, so on and so forth. I keep it real. I've been unsubscribing from your fucking channels.
I haven't unsubscribed from anybody.
Doing a lot of fuckery.
But anyways, DAYLYT and K-Shine. So basically, do you think that should be the next battle for DAYLYT? His thinking is he wants Lux to battle Rum Nitty, New Jersey Twerk to battle Sue Surf because they both choke a lot, and then DAYLYT to battle K-Shine. You don't want to see that. I mean, with the promo, because you haven't seen the promo.
Yes.
Maybe that's why.
No, all right. So listen to what I'm saying. I like the promo. I absolutely want to see DAYLYT and K-Shine. Here's the thing. Again, DAYLYT was on My Good Opinion. Lux was on there. It's already been established that this battle been locked in for a few months now. The thing is,
I didn't know that it's locked in. Like I've not watched these expert opinions.
They're doing this battle on their own.
Who?
And I absolutely agree with that. Right?
Wait, who's doing it on their own?
DAYLYT and Lux are doing this battle on their
own. Oh, DAYLYT and Lux. Are they? Okay, I didn't know that either. Okay.
Yes. So the problem that they're having
old news
is
somebody's always gonna pick it up last minute and showcase it. Right? And that somebody's probably gonna be the URL.
Guys, I gotta take Nene out real quick.
Lux alluded, and you guys can check out my expert opinion. Lux alluded to the possibility of, well, they asked him if URL would get involved, and he did but their goal is to do it on their own, right? But let's keep it real. Everybody got a price, and if URL offers the right price, they're gonna do it.
Well, Button offered to sponsor it.
Yeah, I heard him do that, but he didn't know that the battle was already locked in. But
it still needs sponsors though.
No, but the point that I'm trying to make is Lux versus DAYLYT been locked in a few months now. I don't know what the fuck the holdup is, other than maybe they're trying to get a league involved now. Other than that, this is the perfect time. You know how much pay-per-views they would sell right now because no one could be in the building for that? And they don't even have to put together a crazy card. You could turn around again. You could get 3 more battles on that card. You could get 2 battles that include people who people barely know. It's still gonna sell because it's DAYLYT versus Lux. When you sit there and listen to battle rappers, for example, you'll hear Cassidy talk about how him and Arsenal sold out the book. They actually fucking did it. They had to put this crazy card on in order for y'all to be able to sell that out, and y'all still y'all didn't technically sell nothing out. So the point that I'm trying to make is, again, right now, you don't need a crowd for Lux and DAYLYT. In fact, people right now would love there to be no crowd. According to DAYLYT, and this is what he said on my expert opinion, of course it's DAYLYT, I don't know how much you can believe, but he said they were building a set, and the set was supposed to be a barbershop. And that's where him and Lux was gonna go at it. My man, you can still fucking do that. The two of y'all, listen, he's telling K-Shine he will pay all the deposit backs for K-Shine. I think he's bullshit. But at the end of the day, if you got money to pay back all those fucking deposits for K-Shine to battle you right now, and you got the money to build a bullshit set, which you don't need, you can fucking rent the barbershop. Why you gotta build a barbershop? Right now, let's keep it real, Richard. Well, tell me how you feel about this. Would you pay right now the pay-per-view price, depending what the price is, to watch Lux and DAYLYT battle in a barbershop right now?
Just a solo battle or a card revolving?
Either way.
Yeah, I'd pay.
DME?
It can't be outrageous though. You just got to be reasonable.
No, that's what I said. Depending on the price. I said DME.
Yeah. Would I pay for it? Probably. Yeah, I would. But
More than likely,
DME would pay for it.
I'd pay for anything though. That's I'm different. But
No, I agree. But this is what I'm saying. So right now, this is all the reason why, regardless of how you cut and chop it, I want to see DAYLYT versus Lux right fucking now. I would absolutely love to see DAYLYT and K-Shine, but I don't want to see that battle before I want to see him battle Lux, man. I'm sorry.
I've been of the opinion that that why not? Like I can wait for the Lux battle and have him battle a K-Shine and then maybe Lux battle a Rum Nitty. I like the fact that Lux has been. Can we say Lux has been low key kind of active? You know. I mean, I just recently rewatched the 2-on-2 with him and Hollow, and we forget what a crazy third round he had. He just battled Averb. He just battled Arsenal. I mean, this is not that long ago. And for Lux, it's kind of active, and I'm glad that he's.
I mean, it's not kind of active. It's active for Lux.
It's active, yeah, especially compared to a Mook, because you always compare him to Mook, Lux, Mook. And
I'm not into Nitty Lux. I don't like that.
You don't like what?
I'm
Lux?
not into that battle either. I'll watch it, but I'm not asking.
Oh, Nitty Lux.
Yeah, because it's different. You know, it's different kinds. Like they're both nasty pens, but there's different kinds of pens, and it doesn't make sense. It's not a battle that I'm like enthusiastic to like my mind to watch.
DAYLYT's argument was that he hasn't been battle tested with a pen. Do you think?
But Nitty's not a pen like that.
Lux hasn't really battled a pen like.
Whoa, Visuel, where did you get that Nitty isn't a pen? Like
Yeah, I don't know where he got that either, but
he's a good pen, but he's a puncher. That's not like storytelling and like having well-rounded pen and
pen as in like very unique with it. And
yeah,
you know,
I mean, not even because you could say Nitty's unique, but you know what I mean. Like you're able to build on. It's not just done after 4 bars. There's nothing to it. It's just like set up punch, set up punch, set up punch. Like it doesn't make sense for somebody that's going to be actually.
Okay, so who do you consider a pen then in your mind?
Well, DAYLYT. That's why it makes sense.
Okay,
that's
DAYLYT. Wait,
is
so you consider a DAYLYT to be a pen, but not Rum Nitty?
Well, what he's saying is,
pens, but it's the type. Like DAYLYT can get really broad and can run off like a bunch of schemes and like put it all together and like just tell a story while he's at it and scheme, and you know he's able to bother and weave out of that.
like
Nitty
for instance,
just set up punch, set up punch, set
so
up
you
punch.
consider Chilla Jones a pen?
Yeah,
Aaron Iron.
Right.
Iron Aaron.
that's terrible, but
Yeah. I listen.
your Iron Solomons.
I
Iron
always
Solomon.
remember your famous rant about that.
Look,
Oh yeah.
I could probably say DAYLYT can write a book or a novel. I couldn't say that about Nitty.
What the fuck?
Nitty could probably write a short story.
Right.
I mean, I get what he's saying. He's more like, okay, Danny Myers, puncher or pen?
Yeah, listen, y'all, I got a piss.
Pen?
Yeah, because he punches, but he also he's a little broader with it. He shows different. He tries more than just punching.
So you don't think Nitty connects his like he's not versatile. He's a
one-trick pony.
Okay. I mean, but he's a good puncher. Like
He's one of the best, probably the best.
I mean, I get what you're saying, and it's good. It's actually making me think. Think about it in that type. I never really thought about it like that, but that does make sense. What you're saying. But
And like,
yeah, I
what's
don't know.
Nitty gonna do to top Lux's 5 to 8 rounds, 8 minute rounds? Have 5 to 8 minutes worth of punches?
I don't think Rum Nitty can beat Lux personally. Yeah, definitely, but I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I mean, it's not like the battle. I want to see Lux and Daylight for sure, but he also called out K-Shine as well. Lux did. Is everybody on this K-Shine bandwagon? I know he's very he's been very consistent as of late, and he is very entertaining and energetic. But is he like one of the top dogs right now?
I think so.
Okay, is he? Okay, like,
I,
but
I don't, I still don't think Daylight makes sense. Like coming off of the call out for Lux and the whole rollout, and to take K-Shine, that's kind of like a detour. And you don't know if you're gonna have that same momentum coming back to Lux. So why would you ruin it?
Yeah, that's true.
Daylight's full of shit too, because he talks about, like in his interviews, he's talked about the what you call it, the package. It was something where you get a bunch of sponsors, and he's talking about every logo that you wear is you're getting different checks from it, and I've got the biggest check.
I don't know what he was talking about. I assumed he was just trolling. I wasn't paying much attention.
Of course, but you see his battle. He's got nothing going on like that. He's dressed in all black. Like, what are you talking about? Why would you talk all this shit? That's why I think he's full of shit about buying out K-Shines out of any battles that he has coming up in his contracts. I think he's just.
I'm 100% full of shit. I mean, the $500 he ate was a magic trick. He didn't eat them. I don't know. I think people believe that he ate them, but he didn't eat them. But that's what Lux does. I mean, that's what Daylight does. He's an anticer. But to be fair, he hasn't had much antics in the ring in a while. People act like he hasn't battled. I don't understand where people are getting this misconception that he hasn't battled in 3 years. He's battled Jonai. He's battled Mickey. He's battled Cortez. Like, well, what are we talking about? He's like.
Well, you got to look at those dates. Why don't you pull it up?
They're not that long ago. I mean, Jonai was a couple years ago.
Yeah, they were both a couple years ago.
Cortez was a couple years ago. When was Mickey?
Listen. I thought he ain't battled in 2 years. He's saying 3. I don't fucking know.
No, it hasn't been. It hasn't been 3 years. No way.
It doesn't fucking matter. Either you want to see him against.
No, I'm just saying. People, even K-Shine, when they're acting like this guy's been gone for 3-4 years, like.
Listen, bottom line, let me tell you something.
He battled Ill Will. How long ago was that?
Listen, overall.
Weren't you there?
I don't. Who?
Ill Will.
Versus who?
Daylight.
No. Yes, I would.
Yeah, you were there.
That was RBE. That was RBE.
Yes, great
Club
battle.
Drum.
Yes.
That was at Club Drum. Yes, I was. That was an excellent battle. Absolute, arguably a classic.
Yeah, you almost forgot about. But
yes.
That you were.
You know why? Because I'm thinking like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
because you even don't remember. Because Daylight, everybody's got you convinced he hasn't battled in 4 years. What was that? A year and a half ago.
That too. But what I was just thinking. Because you said you were there, and the first thing that went through my mind was Ilmac and Ill Will, because like I was so excited about that battle. Me and Bitchuel was there. Bitchuel, I don't know if you remember, but I even made sure I was as close as I could have been to go. Well, we were by the bar for most of the night, but when Ilmac went to battle, I went into the crowd. I went as close to the stage as I could possibly have been. But yeah, listen, but. I just want to make this point real quick. I think right now at this point, between the triangle offense, so to speak, of Daylyt, Lux, and K-Shine, K-Shine is the most dangerous battle rapper out of all 3 of them right now. And I don't think
Lux... Daylyt?
Fuck yeah.
See, you just left. We just brought up K-Shine. So you're one of them. You think K-Shine is just crazy top one of the best in the world right now.
Arguably the best in the world.
God, okay.
My man, let me tell you something.
Look, I don't want to be a hater, but I think he's a little tad bit overrated.
My man, K-Shine is more of a dangerous battle for Lux and for DAYLYT than DAYLYT and Lux off with each other.
I just feel like it's the same
Fact.
K-Shine,
That's
man,
fact.
recently.
He's what?
It's the same K-Shine. I already know what I'm getting. Like, I mean, hasn't been, I mean, I might be bugging, I don't know. What is it? He hasn't been battled this year. By the way, he body bagged New Jersey Twerk in a quarantine battle. Probably didn't see it, huh, Jay? Yes, right back to Twerky. It always comes back. It always comes back to Twerky. All right? He body bagged him. So, never mind. K-Shine is great.
I think K-Shine and DAYLYT would be a great battle. I just wouldn't want to see it in front of what he has already going on.
Yeah, listen, K-Shine right now is better than Lux and DAYLYT and will beat both Lux and DAYLYT in my opinion, right? But right now, I want to see DAYLYT and Lux. I don't give a fuck about seeing K-Shine battle either one of them before Lux and DAYLYT battle. That's what I want to see. That's what I've been wanting to see for years. That's what we've been wanting to see even more after they actually announced that the battle was locked in. They both have confirmed that the battle was locked in. Like, what the fuck? There's nothing else to talk about. And then, again, watch my expert opinion, math. Lux is saying he's excited to battle DAYLYT. He said he's not excited to battle nobody else. K-Shine to beat Lux, in my opinion.
Wow. I was under the assumption the battle was going down at Summer Madness. So you guys are telling me
it might be
locked in on some random event like a Hollow Daniels.
No. First off, like I told you, the battle been locked in for months now.
Months.
According to both DAYLYT and Lux, COVID is what stopped the battle. They were doing it on their own. The both of them, they wanted to own everything about it. They wanted to own pay-per-view. They wanted the residuals that clearly leagues aren't going to give guys, so on and so forth. So they wanted to absolutely do it on their own. Now Lux said, on my expert opinion, that URL did try to get involved, but it didn't work out. But they didn't close the door on that situation. But if I'm going off what DAYLYT was saying, and I think that is the most important version to watch, DAYLYT was going on his whole tangent, which I agree with him 100%, on how these battle rappers have to take more of their shit. Battle rappers with name, big name battle rappers, have to take more control of what they got going on. And I believe these guys do deserve residuals. They do deserve to fucking, they should be signing up with ASCAP. They should be signing up with BMI. They shouldn't worry about leagues not wanting to fuck with them because they're trying to get their residual income. The big name battle rappers. So
why can't they? What's stopping them from signing them up on ASCAP?
Because what happens is, and I've seen these contracts, I even had a contract like this. So basically what happens, because where battle rap is, especially for small leagues, what you're asking for, you're paying a certain amount of money for the footage and to own all the content. Same thing URL been doing for years, same, so on and so forth, is the same shit. What happens is, these guys, whenever they ask for residuals, to my knowledge, the only one who said he got some sort of residuals and he was supposed to get docked, I don't know if he ever got docked for it, but Arsenal a few years ago.
I'm talking about doing what you said, like registering their lyrics and all that.
These guys, they're not doing it because when they sign contracts, they're giving up all the rights and everything to all the absolute content.
That's in the contract.
Yeah, it's in the contract.
Okay, I saw someone on Twitter, a battle rapper, I can't recall, who's saying he does this and he thinks it's stupid. The other guys don't. Who was it?
Bill Collector.
Bill Collector said he does it, and he doesn't know why the other people don't.
Well, if Bill Collector does this, again, I salute these guys. They should be doing it.
He made it seem like they just were dumb and we're not doing it. Like
no, listen, it's not that they're dumb. There are some that are. I don't want to say dumb. Some,
you know what I mean by not dumb, just don't care to do it or haven't done it. Lackadaisical about it.
Unaware. Let's say unaware.
But you're telling me they can't do it. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, because again, it depends what's in your contract.
So maybe bill collector puts that in his contract.
Or it's not in his contract one way or another. But I'm gonna tell you this: but bottom line, the majority of contracts that go into battle rap, unless you are big name guys, you get no extras. So you're signing over everything. For example, you guys know the project I was doing. In my contract, yes, you're signing over everything. At the end of the day, I don't. You think I have the money or or anything else for me to be playing you every time this shit get played? How do I recoup?
Well, I didn't understand how that worked. Anyways, for battle rap, like,
Well, it's the same thing like the music
yeah,
business.
but they have a streaming service. You're not, they don't. The battle
No,
rappers
it's the
aren't
same. It's the same
the
exact
same.
shit.
What? It like
It
as
just
far as like.
depends what you're signing over.
So every time it's played on YouTube, they would get a piece.
Yes, every time your bars get played,
Need
it
drop.
doesn't matter on what.
Okay,
Like
I got
like
you. I
if one
got
of
you.
you
So
played
yeah,
it
yeah,
on, if you played it on your blogs, if you played it on anything,
yeah. Okay.
you should be getting paid for that.
Well, I mean, don't they take care of it on their end, on as far as tracking and everything,
Who?
like the company?
Well, it depends on the code and who puts in the code. Who? Or it's a bunch of stuff that goes with this. You know what I'm saying? It's not that simple. It is simple, but it's not.
Right.
And bottom line is for the battle rappers, it's a bit more simple in terms of registering your lyrics, but you have to pay attention to what you're signing in them contracts. If you're signing all the rights over and all of this, you gotta understand, you can't look at the caffeine situation now and think that's battle rap. That's not fucking battle rap. That's URL.
So
So
my other
if you're
the one
if you're the fucking Black Ice Cartel, you're not trying to sit there and listen. I paid you guys. Most of the time, you don't even fucking recoup what you paid, and now I have to pay you a royalty.
I'm
no,
not even sure how much the league contract, how much they hold weight in a situation like that, though.
They always hold weight. You signed.
They hold some weight, but I'm not sure how much weight they actually hold with like
They, they
intellectual property.
they were actually a lot because it depends the language of the contract. So if the language in the contract is saying that any and all, you understand? If they're saying any and all belongs to me now for X amount of money, you know, of course, some contracts are a bit more specific or will word it 100% worded out. Like I've heard battle rappers and some of your favorites have said they've gotten 6 or 7 page contracts that they didn't even read the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's up to you guys. So when you sit there, you signing a bunch of shit over, and then there's two sides to this. But number one, you signing everything over, you can't complain. The other thing too is these guys see this, and then later on they don't get what they want. What they do, they no call, no show. And later on, you talk to them, they're like, "Oh, the league was on some bullshit." No, you got offered a contract, you signed the fucking contract, you took the deposit. Later on, didn't like the situation. Now you want shit on them instead of negotiating.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, this is what it boils down to.
End of the day, what happened?
If you sign all that motherfucking all that shit over, you don't have a gripe. Now, what you could do, let's just say you don't give a. All right, well, go get your lyrics and everything copyrighted. Go get your ass capped with BMIs, all of that. Sign whatever contract you do, and later on, if the league want to dispute having to pay you any fucking royalties, then go through the court shit. What you could do is leave it on the league to have to do it. I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to get some sort of lawyer to anyway. But you can leave it up to the league whether they want to take it that far or not.
That's a fact.
But again, these smaller leagues, they're gonna have more of the problem with it because it's like, yo, fam, again, most of these, I'm gonna say 9 out of these 10 smaller leagues is why they barely book bigger names now, or even a mid-tier name, and that's why, because at the end of the day, if I pay you $1,500, $2,000 to come rap, and I got 2 of you guys on the card, 3 of you guys, 4 of you guys on the card, I'm hoping that I'm going to recoup somehow off of pay-per-view or off of fucking YouTube views. I don't have money to give you that and then go and pay you a fucking royalty when I haven't even recouped what I spent.
Keep it all the way a stack. There's not much recouping with any league unless you're the top two.
That's what I just said. Though.
Yeah. Okay. Look. Listen. I want your opinion on this.